Shabbat is coming, and this week we read the Torah portions of Bahar and Bechukotai. Bahar speaks about Shemitah, which is the sabbatical year. And during the sabbatical year, all agricultural labor would stop. Agriculture was most people's work. So not working the field meant a year of no work. Could you imagine taking a full year of work off?
I spent a year in England, and somebody once pointed out the difference between the terms used when you refer to taking time off. In America, we call it vacation. Vacation means you vacate the time, you have nothing to do. But in Europe, they call it a holiday. Perhaps it depends how you look at it. Do you look at it as a time as just clearing the time, have nothing to do? Or are you perhaps doing less of one thing to focus on something more important, and it's like a holiday?
That's interesting, and I like that mindset of taking a break from work being a holiday and not a vacation of just time spent doing nothing. Thinking of a way to spend time doing something more valuable, more important, maybe more inspiring than the day-to-day work. In a certain sense, this past year with the whole pandemic, I definitely wouldn't call it a vacation, but certain regular tasks stopped and made space for different kinds of growth, different kinds of development.
So here's a story that happened just this week, this Wednesday. So the young professional Tanya class, somebody came, was on Zoom for the first time, and we were learning chapter 5 of Tanya. Chapter 5 speaks about the fact that when you study something, especially something from Torah, there's a fusion between your mind and the concept. So your mind envelops the concept, but also the concept envelops your mind. And as we were learning this, he said, wow, I'm like blown away by this. This is a concept I've been thinking about. I don't even know why. I've just been thinking about this concept for a few weeks, about how it's not just that you take concepts, but actually concepts take you, and you become inspired and taken by a concept. And here we are learning about it.
Wow, that's so powerful, and it relates so beautifully to this week's parsha of Bechukotai, which refers to studying Torah, or it can mean engrave, from the word chakika. The difference between writing on paper is that ink and paper remain separate. But when you engrave something onto stone, the words become an actual part of the stone. So the concept of your mind becoming united with the topic that you're studying is like Bechukotai. The Torah that we study should literally become a part of who we are, engraved within us. Have a wonderful, peaceful, and restful Shabbat.
Shabbat Shalom.
What did you say?
You want to add anything?
Wow. That's